On this video we're going to talk about the standards that make a woman feel expensive on a budget. And if you see me looking down again, it's the notes again. Maybe one day I won't need them when I'm filming, but until I get used to this whole camera business, that's how it is. So let's just get straight into it. A lot of women think that feeling expensive is about money, and I understand why they would think that, but personally I don't think that's true. I think that it's much more about your standards, your habits, and how you live in private. And in my opinion, you don't need lots of money to feel more chic, to feel more elegant, to feel more put together, or to feel more expensive. You just need better standards. And what I have noticed is the women who feel expensive when they're on a budget are usually doing quite a few things differently, and the majority of them have absolutely nothing to do with shopping. So to be clear, when I'm talking about all this, it isn't about pretending to be rich. It's not about fake designer or trying to impress anyone. It's simply about atmosphere, self-respect, private standards, editing your life, and making things feel intentional. And when I use the word expensive in this video, I don't mean flashy. I just mean a woman who feels polished, a woman who feels intentional and like she has taste. And to me, that comes far more from how she lives than how she spends. So let's get into the first point. And the first thing that makes a woman feel expensive on a budget is having private standards. And I would say this is probably where a lot of people get it wrong, because they think that standards only exist when you're out and about, when you're around other people, when people are going to be seeing you, or when you're all dressed up. When that's not what I think. I personally think that it starts in private. It starts with yourself when nobody else is around and seeing what you're doing. It starts with how you live. It starts with how you keep your room, how you look after yourself, how you end your day, how you speak to yourself, whether you let yourself sit in discomfort at the end of the day, or whether you get up, step in and sort something out about it. It's whether you treat your own environment like it matters, because a woman feels and looks expensive long before anyone sees her, because she has these private standards. And just because that doesn't mean perfection, because you probably already know perfection doesn't exist. Doesn't matter how much you strive to have it, it's never going to appear. It doesn't exist. It just means you stop being so casual with yourself and you start treating yourself like the private parts of your life matter and that they count, because they do. And the second thing is that she edits instead of piling on. And honestly, I think this applies to everything across the board in your life. It can apply to your clothes, your home, your habits, even the way you speak. And a lot of women think this means that looking expensive means adding more things, adding more trends, more products, more clutter, and generally more noise. And when usually it's the complete opposite. It's, to me, looking expensive on a budget, looking expensive at all, is about editing. It's about tidying things away. It's about cleaning things up. It's about making better choices. It's having fewer things around you that feel off, or that look wrong, or feel wrong, or things that drain the atmosphere. Because in my opinion, most elegance is just good editing. It's not about owning loads of things. It's just about choosing better. Because a woman can have a modest budget and still look like she has really good taste if she just knows how to stop overloading everything. That is where a lot of the expensive feeling comes from. It comes from restraint instead of excess. And the next thing is atmosphere. And I know a lot of people hear that and think that it's silly, but to me, take it from someone who knows atmosphere matters so much more in your life than you would ever think it would. Everything around you affects you. Lighting affects you, scents around you affect you, the music you listen to affects you, even the way things around you are laid out can affect you. And women with taste understand that atmosphere does half the work. You can have a simple room, a simple outfit, even a simple life, and you can still make it feel much better just by paying attention to the tone of it. So this could be things like having this doesn't mean you need to do a whole overhaul of a room. What it means is you can add a better lamp, you can have a room that smells nice, you can add a tray to your bedside unit to place your book, your hand cream, things like that on. It can be listening to music that suits your mood and your taste rather than whatever nonsense is trending. It can be something as simple as using a proper glass or a mug to drink from, something that feels really good in your hand. It can be using a handbag that feels like you and placing your little items in it that speak to you. It can be just having a few things around you that make your life feel softer, that make it feel prettier, that make it feel calmer. Me personally, I love to have a little vase of faux flowers. My favourite flowers are tulips, so I have a little vase of white tulips, and just having that beside my bed makes all the difference to me at night when I'm falling asleep, and it's usually the first thing I see when I wake up in the morning. And what I tend to do with that is on a daily basis I will spray some perfume over them, so again when I'm lying there I can smell that, and it just, that alone makes me feel expensive. It's such a small thing, it was such an inexpensive purchase, but yet it makes me feel good, it makes me feel chic, it makes me feel expensive, again on a budget. So none of that is frivolous to me. It's just, to me it's part of how a woman creates a life that she actually wants to be a part of, that she wants to be in and exist in rather than just survive in. And the next one is very simple, and that's that she takes care of the basics properly. And honestly, a lot of looking expensive just comes down to the ordinary things being handled really well, and that can be things as simple as having your hair brushed and styled in a way that suits you. It can be wearing clean clothes that are ironed. It can be wearing shoes that aren't battered and worn down, and again they don't have to be expensive. It can be taking care of your skin properly, and when I say that I don't mean a 20-step skincare routine that takes over an hour to do and feels more like a punishment than a soothing ritual. It can be a simple 3-step skincare routine that suits your skin type and that actually feels good to do. It can be keep your nails tidy if possible, and again that doesn't mean you have to go out and splurge on an expensive set of acrylics every 2 weeks, because as long as your nails are clean and they're shaped, they can look chic and polished. It can be wearing jewellery that feels intentional rather than stacks of whatever is trending online. It's just simple things like that, and it's not about performing every second of the day where you feel like you have to be constantly done up, because I hate that whole thing where women have to be put together all the time. To me, it's rather because there's a noticeable difference between a woman who's handled the basics well and a woman who's just sort of dragging herself through the day hoping no one notices. And looking expensive and looking flashy are not the same thing. A woman can spend very little money and still look very chic and polished if the basics are handled properly. And on the other hand of that, a woman can spend a fortune and forget about handling the basics, and she doesn't look quite the same. And I always think it's worth starting with the basics, as I've always said about everything. And as someone who has restarted their life in the last few years and had a full reinvention, rebrand, to get there, it's always the small, most mundane tasks and steps that will get you there, rather than these big, dramatic, flashy reinvention moments. I think this next one is probably one of the biggest ones on this list actually, and it's when a woman stops treating herself like an afterthought. That means she stops saving all the care, all the beauty, all the effort and all the nice things for some other version of her life. I mean, as a woman, I think we can say we've all been there. We've all been in places in life, spots in life, where we're not entirely happy, and we envision this fantasy future version of ourselves, and we think, I'll do this when I get to that version, I'll do that, I'll wear this, I'll act like this, I'll go here, I'll do that. And as we all know, that never comes to fruition. So what I think the best thing to do is stop saving all of these things for the future version of you and bring them into the now. That means using the nice mug now. Stop saving it for guests. Stop saving it for the fancy occasion that may never happen. It's wear the good pyjamas now. Put things on a tray beside your bed if you want to. It's buy yourself the flowers. Use the good handbag. Stop saving it for the special occasion. It's when a woman creates the little moments that feel better now, not in some imaginary future, when everything in her life is finally sorted. Because I think a lot of women live their life as if their real life hasn't even started yet. I'm personally guilty of doing that in the past. I don't do it anymore, and I can speak from experience and say that using the good things now, treating myself now how I imagine that future version of me would be treated, is so much better. It just changes the whole tone of your life. A lot of women act like they're in this waiting room waiting for the better version of themselves, the better version of life, and in the meantime they're living in this half done, half caring, half present way that serves no one, least of all them. And like I've said, that kills the whole atmosphere of a woman's life, and don't even get me started what it does to your mood and your confidence. A woman starts to feel expensive when she stops acting like she has to earn nice things from herself. It's about self-respect, not recklessness. And the next one is money. And I don't mean that in the obvious just have more of it way. I mean, goodness, wouldn't that be great? We would all love to have more of it. I just mean having standards around money. Feeling expensive on a budget is often less about what you buy and more about what you stop buying. We've all been there and done it, and it's so easy to waste money when you're feeling stressed, when you're going through heartbreak, when you're feeling down or emotionally fed up, when you're bored, when you're feeling a bit impulsive, or basically when you're just not even paying attention. It's so easy to do. We buy these random little things. We buy clutter, we buy cheap things just because they're on sale, we think we need it. It's just things that don't really add anything to your life, things that don't suit you, things, like I said on the last point, that you're saving for that future version of you. I've done this one myself, and it ends up just becoming clutter that I eventually have to get rid of. And a woman with standards around money doesn't necessarily spend less in each of these categories. She just spends with a lot more awareness. She's more selective about what she'll spend her money on. She buys with more intention. She's not constantly panic buying and then wondering where her money went. We've all done that. We've all bought something in the heat of the moment, and then come near the end of the month you're looking at your bank statement and having a mini panic attack wondering where all your money's went to. And I actually think that having more awareness and standards around your money is part of what helps to make a woman feel more elevated when she's on a budget. It's not about pretending that you have loads of money, it's just about using what you have with more taste. And the last one is that she respects her own time, and this one to me matters so much. And I don't think enough women realise how much their life changes when they stop treating their time as if it's endlessly available. A woman starts to feel more expensive when she stops moving through life like her time doesn't matter. And that means not always waiting around for people. One I hate is waiting around for people. I can't. It's not dropping everything the second somebody wants something from you. And as women, we're very guilty of doing this. It's not letting the day drift away from you completely, and it's not treating your own work, your own plans, your own routines, even your own peace as if they're optional. Because time is part of standards too. In fact, it's a huge part of your standards. If a woman is constantly at the mercy of everybody else's tardiness, as the mercy of everyone's moods, everyone's demands, life can start to feel cheap and messy, and you start to become very reactive and just feel like it's beneath you. And I think one of the most chic things that a woman can do is to start treating her own time like it has value, because it does. And you don't have to apply this one in a cold way, just in a self-respecting way. So remember, a woman can have a modest budget and still feel chic. She can still feel polished and put together if she just stops being casual with the parts of her life that actually shape how she feels. And to me, that is far more interesting than anything flashy ever could be. So if you like this kind of thing, this is what I talk a lot about here on my channel. So subscribe if you want to, because I'd love to have you around. And until next time.